Hi, Jenny Yoder here with Healing Grounds. I'm going to do a book review here. This is a book that I picked up off the Barnes & Noble shelf. I just thought it sounded interesting, and it was. It is called The Narcissist You Know by Joseph Burgo. And the author is a therapist. He is a family therapist, and he works with a lot of people with narcissistic tendencies, and we all have narcissistic tendencies, but narcissism exists on a continuum, which means there's an extreme and there's a not so extreme. And he's describing extreme narcissism. And what that means is the people that he's describing may not necessarily be clinically diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. However, they are most likely just under that threshold. I believe you have to meet something like 8 criteria to clinically be diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. But he's saying that there are many people in the world who fall just under. So maybe they meet 7 of the criteria, and we're having to deal with those people in our workplace, at home sometimes, out in public, in various different types of relationships. So he is speaking of extreme narcissism, and I'm just going to read the table of contents. He gives a list of the narcissistic types. And so the first is, I have many different faces, the narcissistic continuum. So he is describing the continuum there. And then I'm easily wounded, self-esteem and narcissistic injury. So there he is describing the origin of it, which he calls core shame. Really interesting. The next is, I'm a winner and you're a loser, the bullying narcissist. And next is, you're everything I always or never wanted to be, the narcissistic parent. Pretty common, unfortunately. I want you to want me, the seductive narcissist. I'm the king of the world, the grandiose narcissist. I have so much to tell you, the know-it-all narcissist. I'm right and you're wrong, the self-righteous narcissist. Challenge me and I'll hurt you, the vindictive narcissist. My drug means more to me than you do, the addicted narcissist. And then I'm difficult but not impossible to manage, coping with the narcissist you know. So now I'll read through some of my notes here. The author uses many examples, including some of his patients, but also celebrities such as Lance Armstrong, Tiger Woods, Madonna, and Donald Trump, just to name a few. One might ask how the author presumes to diagnose people he's never met. He makes it clear he's not diagnosing anyone. In fact, that's exactly what he's pointing out. A startling 10% of Americans are considered extreme narcissists. We all have narcissistic tendencies from time to time, but 10% of Americans have self-regard that is a threat to themselves and those around them. These are the author's claims, and he's been treating, reading, and writing about narcissism throughout a lengthy career. He's had to come to terms with his own narcissism so he can spot it and knows a thing or two about it. He gives tips on how to cope with each type of narcissist he describes. What's really beautiful and poetic about the book is that he's showing us how to spot narcissism and cope with it on the outside, but we can do the same to diagnose and treat the narcissist within, the narcissist you know. So that's really the synopsis. This is really a great read, and I'll probably use it as a reference from time to time as well. He has some really great and very descriptive examples in there, and it may give you a little bit of a different outlook on some celebrities too. So definitely worth the read. The Narcissist You Know. Thanks.